not joking. All my guys, them know me.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back again to my channel. My name is Melissa, and if you're new, please like this video, subscribe, click the notification bell so that whenever I post, you'll be the first to find out. So as you can see, guys, I am not alone today. I have these two beautiful people on board. See, most of us abroad, we know the difficulties when it comes to work-life balance. We are doing our 9 to 5, our 12-hour shift. It is extremely difficult, and at the same time, we want to be there for our children. See, I've brought these people so they can tell us other ways we can make money. We need to break away from the 9 to 5 trap. Trust me, it is a trap. Please, can you introduce yourself to my audience?
My name is Mekify.
And my name is Ifi.
Hello.
And we're Nigerians who live in Canada. We have 4 kids. We work professionally. I work as a senior IT project manager.
And I work in the field of engineering. So I'm a professional engineer.
Both of us work and we run a digital marketing business on the side as a side hustle.
Yeah, just to add to that, we used to live in the UK as well in the past. Where we did our studies, we lived a bit in the States as well. But right now we reside with our family here in Canada.
Oh,
that's part of Canada, maybe.
In Western Canada.
Western Canada, so it's pretty cool.
Oh, I know, it's very cold over there. Interesting. Nice to meet you both. So, I mean, you're both professionals making a lot of money. So what inspired you to opt for a digital online business?
I'm sure you know that everybody, no matter what they claim, wants to control their own abilities to do what they want by themselves. An example would be, hey, your friends are gonna go to Hawaii. Maybe there's a wedding and you want to go. You look at your work calendar, you don't have any vacations. You go to your boss, say, no, you can go. What will you do? That is a classic example of people that cannot control whatever they do. But we don't have that problem. So we went into side hustle so that we can create an alternative income source that will support us beyond what salaries do, plus have the ability to control our time. To be with family, to do things we want to do without having to crawl to somebody and start begging for the things that we can do for ourselves.
Yeah, before now, Emeka used to drive an hour and a half to work, an hour and a half back from work. And it was stressful because that left me with me catering for the children and, doing it all by myself in as much as he was living with me. So he was spending a lot of his time driving, working. So it was tough. And then when you think about the weather here, driving in the winter, when you think about all the stress and all the risk associated with it, you don't want something like that for the people that you love. So those are the things that got us thinking. And we know that you don't want to depend on a job because you never know. Somebody could wake up tomorrow and not like you. Somebody can wake up tomorrow and make a decision, and your bills are not waiting to know whether you have a job or not. Your bills still need to get paid. It doesn't matter whether you have a job. So when you depend on a job, anything could happen. And if something happens or something goes south, then you become desperate. At that point, you're now looking for everything. Okay, what can I do? And this is something Emeka and I realized 6 years ago when we started looking around for something that we can do to have a fallback plan because of the kind of place we live in, the first world country where you cannot depend on just one source of income. You need to have multiple sources of income and get to the point where you enjoy flexibility, you enjoy time back, you get some freedom, and then peace of mind, most importantly, because that's the biggest thing for us, that we can go to bed now, sleep and not worry about, oh, something is happening in my company. They could get rid of people. People are will be laid off. Technology is taking over. Many things, gives you sleepless nights when it comes to thinking about where you work. And you never know when it's going to happen. So it's just preparing for the future, especially as parents with family. And you still have people back home to take care of. So when you put all of these factors together, my brother, my sister, nobody could tell you. You need to have a backup plan. They tell you have to, so that you can have something to fall back to.
Can you just think about federal government workers in the United States right now who are just facing fallout? They're getting letters that, look, you have to accept resignation or you're gone. Before, government work used to be the safest work
Yeah.
anywhere in the world. But United States of America, federal government workers are getting letters that are telling them you must resign. If you have nothing on the side, you get a few months of salary paid up front. What happens afterwards? That's why we did this.
Oh, interesting. So are you both working your jobs or you now do this full time? Or are you combining both?
We combine both because,
Oh, okay.
like if he said to you, I used to drive 3 hours to work because I had
Hmm.
no single option beside that.
Yeah.
But when we got into this business, started a digital marketing company of our own, started making income that was equivalent or more than what I was making, I had the courage to walk up to my bosses and say, look, I either work remote or I am leaving. And they said to me, you can leave. I dropped my resignation and left. I went back home, continued with my business.
Yeah.
Then, when I was relaxed, thinking about, okay, I want to add some work to my mix of the day so that I can keep my brain active, I started looking. And everybody that talked to me, I said to them, if it's not 100% remote, I'm not going to work. And I found the perfect work that gave me 100% remote to work from home. And that means I have choice.
Yeah.
Without the business, I would have zero choice other than to do the work.
Yes, and
Oh,
for sure you can combine it because the business doesn't, take a lot of your time or all of your time. So if you're this person that would rather, be doing other things and then you still have a business that brings you good income, you can combine both for sure. But what this business gives you, which we're going to talk about in a bit in detail, because we have systems that actually takes care of things in the back end for you. So you can be going about your business, doing whatever you're doing, your business is working for you. And that's the amazing thing because it gives you that time back. And
yeah.
this is one of the things we always wanted so that we can have the options. You can decide to work. You can decide to do part-time. You can decide not to do full-time. You can decide, okay, I just want hybrid. I just want remote. Or you even pick a job that you actually love because most
Yeah.
people find themselves in a situation where because the bills are there, they have to just work whatever job that comes their way, combining 2, 3 jobs. But what we forget is how that impacts our health, our
Mhm.
family relationships, and many other things that comes with it. We don't see it, but later on in the future,
Life. Yeah.
we start to experience those things and then we start to have regrets. Had I known, I should have done this other way or not work
Yeah.
this hard job and things like that. So for us, those are the things that we looked at. And for sure, this is something you can combine. You don't have to quit your job to do this if you don't
Exactly.
want to. But
Exactly.
this business can give you the ability to quit your job if you so choose, because
Yeah.
definitely pays you more than our jobs combined.
Yeah. And just one more thing there. For those of you that don't work remote, don't think because I'm working remote, you have to be a remote worker to do the business. That's not correct. When everything is set up, basically you can put in an hour in a day into your business. You can put in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You can put in 2 hours in a week. The most important thing is that you have the consciousness that you're running a business.
Yeah.
Even though it is automated in the back end, you still have to take a look, eyeball things to know that things
See
are
what's
moving
going on.
correctly. So no matter what work you
Okay.
do, an hour is not too much in a day for somebody to take out in the evening or in the morning or lunchtime, whatever, and put an eye in the business.
Okay, that's interesting to know. Thanks for that. So, a lot of people are new to the digital marketing space. Some persons watching us right now are just hearing it for the first time. They have no clue what it's about. And a lot of people, on the other hand, they know about it, but they have no prior experience about it. So, for someone with no prior experience, how can they start making money? What exactly does this business entail? Just assume you're describing it to someone that has no prior knowledge and like, what are these people even talking about?
So, first of all, digital marketing is very broad. It covers quite a whole lot of things. But specific to what we do, I will give you an analogy. So, say somebody has a business, they don't have to open a shop, they don't have to open a warehouse. They buy from somewhere and they sell to somewhere. They will never touch the product, they connect the buyer to the
Yeah.
seller. but they don't want to open a shop where they have to go and display products and start selling to somebody. What do they do to connect those two people together? First, they look at all the tools available on the internet, because that's the key to our business. And you have systems that you've already built that can make sure that there's a seamless connectivity between what is called a sales funnel, which is people coming to see your website and coming to connect with you so that you can connect with them and make that transaction happen. You have that landing page, your website. They go there, they register, but they're not registering to buy products. They're registering to come to an event, which is a free webinar, which they will come and learn how you get from point A to point B to do digital business. That's why we don't need people with experience. We don't need people with knowledge. We don't need people who know the internet in and out. We just need people who are curious as to how they can start a digital business. Then they come to this webinar, which is free. They see how we have pillars to connect the business to the people that need to do both sides, people who have a need and people who want to have a need to make money. And when they see that, they learn from that training. Then at the end, they hear from actual human beings who at different points in their life decided that they wanted the same kind of change and they started this business. What their journey has been, some of them are just starting, some have done a few months, some a few years. It is not scripted. These are people coming from all walks of life, and they're from all countries in the world. And then you might be a teacher, you hear a teacher talking, you say, oh, really? You might be a nurse, you hear a nurse talking. You might be a taxi driver, you hear a taxi driver. You might be a doctor, you see a doctor. You might be an engineer. And you say, geez, these guys are in my field, but they're also doing something different. Let me go and take a look at what they do. That's when you now register to come to the business in depth, because this event we have, the webinar, is free for everybody. When you decided that, okay, I'm intersecting with this story is me, I'm looking for this stuff, I want to go forward, I want to go for it and see what these guys do in detail and learn the mechanics of doing it, where we give you step-by-step approach of how to do it. You register with $149 US. Now, everybody hearing $149 US, their mind is going to skip. So I pay money now, start making. No. When you pay that money, your money is safe for 30 days. Nobody's going to touch it. You can come in too, take a look at the mechanics, the steps, and see if it fits your lifestyle or not.
So the first step obviously is a workshop organized by you guys, right?
Yes.
And it's totally free. So when they attend the
100%.
workshop, they can decide if they want to opt in or opt out. So there's an option. It's not, I just need to make it clear that the $149 is not for the workshop. It's totally free.
No.
All right.
Workshop is free.
So the first step would be for you to go to our website, which is actually on the screen there, www.mekify.com. And then go in there, you put your name and you put your email. And right after you do that, you receive an email from us giving you access to watch our information session, which is the webinar. And you can watch it in two forms. We do it live. The reason we do it live is so that people can see that we're real people. Like these are real people from all walks of life, because this is not just about us. All the people in the business, they share their journey and all of that. So you'll see all that in the webinar. So you're free to watch it live. It's Tuesdays and Thursdays live. And then if you don't have the time to watch it live, because we know how life can be here, we have the recorded part of it. So we send you the replay afterwards, which you can now watch at your convenience. So after watching it, that is when you decide if it's something that you'd like to do, or if it's not something that fits your lifestyle. So you can make that decision from there.
Nobody will force you because you came to the webinar or workshop that you must do this. For those of you worrying about, see, if I go there, they will take me or push me into it. No, we don't. We don't. But if you do go forward, which is the next step, and say, this is interesting, I'm going to go in there now and sign up with the $149 to be part of the business as a registration. You have 30 days. Nobody's gonna touch your money. You're not sending it to me. You're signing up in an online platform. Within the 30 days, you have a chance to look at the details of the business, the partners all across the world we work with, both human partners and business partners that we work with and collaborate with. And you see for yourself if this is what is good for you. And with that, the moment you have done that, you can say this is good or not. If it is not for you, you take your money. Nobody's going to touch
You
a
can
penny.
request a refund by just replying.
Nobody's going to
the
touch a
email.
penny. You've got 30
Interesting.
days. If you now want to proceed, because most people, once you get in there, you want to proceed because you're seeing something way beyond what you imagined. We have also have people, and I can tell you in the last week, we've had a couple of them that come in, they say, you guys are saying lies. When I pay $149, you can refund it. They go and request a refund
Just
to
test
test if this is true or not. And then the next thing, they get the refund in their bank account and they call us and say, I just wanted to see if you guys are true. Now I want to come back. We've seen that a lot.
Yeah, just to also answer the question on the people without experience. And one of the reasons why you don't need to have, any experience in the business at all is we have training. There's training provided. When you think about it, I'm an engineer, he's a project manager. We had no idea about anything digital marketing. It's not like we studied it in school or anything. No, we had zero experience. But the beauty with this business and what makes it different is that training. And it's very, very, very easy to follow. It's in video format, so you can just follow that and you can pause, you can play, you can control it as you want. You can watch it many times just to make sure that you're following the steps correctly. And then you have human factor as well. You're not talking to robots. You're not talking to, something artificial intelligence or anything. You're actually talking to real people. You have that human connection. You have support from us to guide you through it because we've done this for 6 years now. We actually clocked 6 years last week. Last week. And we're very excited because it feels sometimes like we only just started and we've been 6 years down. And we have some experience that we can actually share with you, help you, support you to make sure that you're also successful.
No matter where you live in the world, I guarantee you there's somebody close by that will be in our business that can also, if you want that physical touch. Yeah.
Wow, that's good. At this rate, I think I'm even going to join your next workshop. I'm so interested in this. This is mind blowing because who does not want that extra source of income? Well, finally, when you start something new, one thing you should anticipate is challenges. You will definitely face challenges. So, are there any challenges you faced when you initially started, and how did you overcome them?
The first challenge, and we say this to everybody, you can run this business on your phone, but your phone screen is not as good as your laptop or
your
computer.
laptop, big screen.
So we always try to tell people, if you're going to do this, your phone is fine, but it will make you squint and start trying to look at training on video screens on your phone.
Yeah.
If you have a computer at home or you have a laptop or a tablet, then a bigger screen is always better. So that's a challenge. People sometimes they come and say, I thought I can do it on my phone. I say, yes, you can. But how many hours can you watch something on your phone before you get tired or get distracted with phone calls or whatever?
Yeah.
So that's one challenge. Number two challenge is this. People think that for every business, you must have big money. And it's not the truth. We have come to realize that the only thing that stops people from doing business is themselves, not money. Because when you see a value for yourself, you're going to find the resources to do it or pool resources with other people and do it. Number three thing we have seen is people not being serious about themselves. You'll be surprised, You tell somebody this is going to do you well, it's going to make you good income. They see it with you. They want to live that life you're living. And this is what is called the celebrity effect. You see somebody living a good life. You want to live the life, but go behind the scene and see how much they put into researching things, learning things, doing things to get to that point. So we let people know that you're going to put in some effort in learning because we're going to train you. So if we train you and you're not learning it, how will you make the success out of it? So that's one of the biggest challenges people see. They come to see that there's something that need to learn here. And I want to highlight this. This is not the kind of business where you put money into a platform and they give you one access. Every day you're watching your money is growing here. It's being added. You will cash out in 10 months or 5 months. Please, this is not that kind of business at all. In our business, you get your own website, you control it, you manage your own administrative systems in the back end. Any money you make, depending on where you are in the world, if you're in North America, in Canada, in the US, if you make any money in the business, you get a check sent to you in the mail. You receive it, you pay it into your bank account. If you live in Europe, in Africa, in Asia, 2 weeks after you make the money, it will be in your bank account, not on a screen where you see it.
And you can't touch it.
Yeah, you will receive a credit note by email, and then the money will be in your bank account so you can use it to do what you want to do.
Yeah, and I know one of the challenges people face is the fact that people worry about they're busy already, so adding anything to their plates. But what people don't realize is that this is here to give you back your time. This is here to bring a solution to your finances. And this is here to give you peace of mind. And guess what peace of mind does to you? It gives you better health. That's what people don't see. So when you talk about busy, we're parents of 4 children, we work professionally, and it's just like everybody else. Kids have activities.
And we're involved in the community.
Exactly. We're involved in the community. We volunteer. We do everything. But what we thought about is if we do this business, it's going to give us back our time, which it has given us now, because now we're more present in the lives of our children. We're able to participate in their activities. We're able to do a lot of things that we just could not do before. So the business actually gives you back those things. But people worry about adding something more. But that thing they're adding more is a solution that they're looking for.
But many people don't worry about adding more extra work. No, extra work, it's over time, and but they also don't worry about adding more money to their pocket.
Yeah. So another thing is being skeptical. So he would tell you that I was very skeptical when we first started. He would tell you my story. Like he found the business and I was the skeptical one. I was skeptical because I didn't know much about the internet and a lot was going on there. So I just wanted to be careful and be sure. So for me, the way that I accept things is I pray about it. I do my research and my due diligence. And that took me a little bit of time. So I just want to say to people that being skeptical is okay.
Normal.
Because anything new, you definitely be skeptical. You're cooking jollof rice for the first time. You're skeptical if it's going to come out the way you want it. You're starting a new job. You're also skeptical if people there would like you. You're moving to a new house. You're wondering if you can sleep at night because it's so new and it's a different bed. So everything about life, if you're doing it the first time, you'll be skeptical. So that's totally fine. I just wanted to add that, people just need to, open up their minds to learning something new. That's why we have doctors, nurses, engineers, bankers, teachers, like different professions, stay-at-home moms, people without jobs. They're all in this business. The reason is you are provided with everything that you need, the guidance, the knowledge, the training, everything is available to you. So you're not left alone at all. And that's why you find people from all walks of life being part of it. Even people that are retired, you find that they're 70 years old, 75 years old, 80 years old doing this because of how simplified it is. And it's in steps. There's no rush. And again, when people hear about business, another thing that scares them is, I have to start chasing people. I have to start going door to door. And that is the beauty. If it's a business like that, I will not be there at all because I don't know how to chase after people. I don't know how to go from door to door, especially here. Who do I know?
Like bring more people to earn more. Like so it does not entail all of that.
No, because we have systems that take
care. Think about a business in the real sense of it. Every single business in the world needs two things. What it is that they're doing that people can leverage. Is it products? Is it services? And on the other side, who are those people who can leverage those things to get value for themselves? When you bring those two together, you become rich. That's why Amazon people are rich. That's why all the big internet people are rich. We're not Amazon, so you know, so you don't think this is an Amazon business.
Nothing to do with Amazon.
But the point here is every business needs clients, needs customers. How we leverage to get the people who come into our business is using digital advertising. We don't go to friends and start blowing up their phones, knocking on doors, having meetings in the coffee shops. No, we don't do that. We identify people who need something new added to their income, people looking for change. And there are different types of change you can get out there. We've seen there are people who love their job, but their job doesn't pay them enough. So they're looking for extra income. There are people who don't love their job, but their job pays them good. So if they found something else that pays them good, they will leave the job. There are people who cannot even go on vacation, not because they don't have money, but because they are tied down to whatever they're doing. So the stress level is high. If they found alternative to that, they will leave that situation. There are people who are tired of the city where they are living, but they can't go away because their livelihood is tied to that location. And there are many more examples. So when we let those people know that you can leverage digital systems, automations, artificial intelligence, algorithms that we all have in the business, coupled with the connectivity to actual businesses across the world, then you can build your life differently and travel. Because I'll give you an example. We were on vacation in Mexico, and I was meeting with one of our prospective partners, and I was on the beach on my laptop talking to them. And the lady and her husband, they are from London. They said, "Oh, we love your background video." I said, "No, it's not a background. I'm right on the beach, right here. I'm
walking.
I'm in Cancun. I turned my camera around. They saw the sea. They saw people. Wow, you can take your business." I said, "Yeah, that's the beauty
Anywhere.
of it. You can take it anywhere. Yeah.
Anywhere. Even when we were back home last year, for Christmas in Nigeria, our business was running while we were away, and we came back, and you get paid even while you're on holiday.
Yeah.
So those are the beauty. That's the beauty you get from a business like this. But if you're on vacation, your job, I mean, you get your vacation pay, but then if you exhaust your vacation time,
you can't go.
Nobody's gonna pay you for that. So.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, Emeka and Ify, for this. Honestly, thank you for sharing your knowledge. The thing is, I love people have this knowledge, but they're not willing to share. They just want to hoard it, like their life depends on it. So thank you so much for not gatekeeping. So the website will be in my description box. Just go there, click. I mean, do your own due diligence. Watch the video. If you have any questions, I believe there's a channel for them to ask you guys. Right?
Yeah, it's our phone number there. We're always ready to talk to people.
Available, yeah. Trust me, guys. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, we need to break away from this trap. We are all trapped somehow abroad. We just need to, find a way to get that extra source of income. Nothing beats that. We can't just stay stagnant on our job, getting our pounds, and that's it. We need more. I mean, money can never be enough. I always say that on this channel. Thank you so much, Emeka and Ify, for sharing this knowledge with us. And yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Don't forget, the link will be in my description box. And thanks for watching the video. I will see you all in my next one. Is there anything else you want to say to conclude?
Just think about your family when you're watching this video. Do you want your family to be dependent on one guy's decision or one lady's decision in an office, and you go home with a pink slip, your family starts suffering? Or do you want to be proactive and build something on the side? If they say bye, you tell them bye-bye.
A lot of people are looking for something they can do on the side, but what they're worried about is if it's legit or not. So just to guarantee that we pay our taxes in this business, so it's very legitimate. And yeah, people don't need to be worried. And then the digital space has come to stay. It's not going anywhere. So the sooner you come into the digital space and start to adapt to it, the better for you. Because if you don't change something, nothing changes.